Hi everyone, welcome to today's YouTube video. I am going to be reviewing Asda brush pens. I found these for £1.80 for the pack, which is 15p per pen. They're actually advertised as being for kids, but given how cheap they were, I thought I'd give them a go. As you can see, they're in your kind of basic colour range. They don't offer any other packs, so if you wanted any colours outside of this range, you wouldn't be able to get them. As you can see, here they are, all the colours. I quite like this one, the second one in. I think it looks quite nice. Let's see how it goes. Okay, here is the shot of me using the brush pens. It has been sped up slightly because I didn't think you would want to watch me brush lettering in real time. Excuse my hair in the shots, this is my first YouTube video. Next time I will definitely be tying my hair back. In terms of how the pens actually felt, they surprised me. I thought they were going to feel really cheap and nasty. I mean, given the price, you wouldn't expect high quality brush pens. And they definitely aren't high quality brush pens, but they're good beginner pens, I would say. You can practice with them without fear of breaking them because they're so cheap. You don't want to waste ink on expensive brush pens, so these are really good for newbies and also just for practicing. For those that do hand lettering a lot and want to practice designs, you don't have to be scared of wasting kind of your good ink and your good pens. I really liked the colour range as well, particularly the pink and the bright blue. They definitely weren't as smooth as top brands. Occasionally they would slightly skip when you were writing, so you'd have to go back and fill it in, which was a bit annoying, but not significant enough that I'd completely rule them out. I was a little disappointed by the second colour in. I thought it was going to be a different colour compared to what it was. Because if you look at the pen colour from the set, it looks like it's going to be different purple. Not a major issue, but I really wanted to see that purple colour, and it wasn't quite the same. As you can see, here is the full colour range. They weren't too bad in terms of accomplishing thick and thin lines. You can see they've actually done a fairly decent job without too much difficulty. Given how cheap these pens were, I didn't feel scared to try dipping them in water to see how they would take to it. As you can see, the colour is now lighter. I thought I would use the pinky purple colour that I didn't like, so I don't feel as disappointed if it didn't take very well. But actually it was absolutely fine. As you can see, when you use the pen on the paper, it lasts for about a word or so, and then it slowly gets darker. I don't know how clearly you can see this in the video, but you can see the water that's absorbed into the nib. I also tried dipping the dark blue in some water. As you can see, that's also a lighter colour. I thought I would try some blending. Now, blending isn't my strength at all. I haven't had much experience in it, but I thought I would give it a go. It seemed to work okay, about the same experience as with other pens. I would say the downside is that because the tip is just very slightly thicker, it would sometimes go outside the lines of the letters I had there. Not majorly, but it did bother me slightly. I think if I was doing something with more effort, I'd be slightly disappointed. You can see it slightly on the S and the H. In terms of the pen absorbing the colour, it was fine. I mean, it does a good enough job. You can see the picture here. Okay, so my overall thoughts are you should buy these pens. I think, given how cheap they were, you can't really go wrong. I think it was nice having an extra black brush pen because my black brush pens always seem to dry out really quickly, and it's a bit of a faff having to keep buying new black brush pens, and when you do this you also get the other colours. I think they're particularly useful for beginners and for just general practice where you don't want to use your nice brush pens. So yeah, go try them out. Available in Asda.